Today's Underlords video is a Twitch highlight. This is a game from over the weekend, and I think it does a great job of illustrating how you can go from being pretty behind in a game to turning it into at least a manageable or a salvageable game where you're trying to finish top 3 just to make sure you're getting positive MMR, to potentially taking you into a winning position. So hopefully you enjoy it. As always with the highlights videos, got to throw the caveat, I'm going to be talking in Twitch chat. Sometimes some of the things I say may or may not make sense because you can't see Twitch chat, so my apologies. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy the game, and I get to catch you in the next video. Yeah, you're not wrong, Mr. Death. See, the thing about this is that you can play to win, or you can play for consistency. And if you're trying to climb, I think consistency is more important. So while it's true that the Brawny Savage thing potentially loses to 9 elusive, like, it doesn't matter as long as you keep taking second place, because you're gonna have a lot more bad finishes, in my opinion, if you chase the elusives, because if there's competition for them, or you don't roll them, or you never get to the 9 elusives, then that build is significantly worse off, in my opinion, than some of the others. So I think that's why Knights are still popular, for example. I don't think Knights is going to have a high win rate, but it's probably got like a really high third place rate, which is good enough. So chainmail. Chainmail is so good. Chainmail and gloves are like your best tier 1 items. Like, it's not even close, in my opinion. I think here we grab these two. They give us the most flexibility. This keeps us in that path for that build I was talking about. Tiny potentially opens us up. So that primordial mages assassins build, that's really good against elusives because you get a lot of magic damage, and then the assassin crits ignore evasive. And so when you're doing that, you're 4 primordials, so you know that they're in there anyway, but obviously the big ones are like Razor, Tiny, and Morphling, because that's all fantastic options, and that helps you with your mages and your assassins. And then you kind of fill out the rest. We already have 1 chainmail, so I'll go with 1 gloves here. The 4 primordial, you do go to 10 eventually, but you don't have to. You can stay kind of at 3 or 4 primordial.
They won't live long enough to be scared.
I really want this Pudge too. Alright, we'll do that just to get warriors in. I know I didn't get it in time, but we're going to sell that just because we have more into this build. You can go there eventually, but you don't have to. You can kind of, as long as you get your primordial base, then you can sub in either the 3 assassins or the 3 mages, depending on whatever else you're seeing in the lobby, sort of thing. And then flip-flop as needed until you need to go to 10. So, but a lot of times the games just are over before you need to go to 10. Oh, this is a tough one. I like all of these. I think this is still probably the best, though. All right, so I think I want this here. Absolutely want you. Like yesterday, we're gonna break. Just make Pudge never die, but we're gonna break the warrior to get the Brawny there. Slaughter's fine to sub in. So I guess we'll hold on to it, but we might end up selling it. We're gonna have competition on the Brawny, it looks like. So on the one side, like, I'm actually happy that we lost there. I think lose streaking early is actually a better start, but we hate that the other brawny guy got kills. But early on, I love those free rerolls. I think Warrior is probably better off than Heartless. No, actually, I disagree. After Heartless means it'll be easier for these to get kills. And we're going to try to place it in a position where hopefully our Beastmaster will get the attack speed bonus as well. I think Teamfight Tactics is bigger, very much so because League is more popular than Dota, and because as a result, many of the already larger personalities are also on that draw. So
they're in trouble now.
selling Slarder kind of does nothing for me, so I guess we'll keep holding on to him. Tusk is our next one to go in, though. Lycan is who we're looking for our third hunter, because that gives us Savage and Hunter, but we're not likely to see him for quite a bit. Our Beastmaster still has 0 kills, which is our biggest problem. I need to pull him off the back line so he's not taking damage right away. I think that's my #1 problem.
Payback time.
Like, this probably needs to be back here. Similarly, I think this moves to here, and this maybe moves to here. Wow. Wow. We'll grab that as well. That was a great round for us, though. We just need to find Beastmasters. Like, this is the single most important brawny unit in our lineup. So, trying to create a scenario where we can get this going is ideal. Alright, but we also want to get his kill count high, so. Another Pudge and another Drow are great, but we're going to buy them after combat starts. I mean, we could sell this Slarder, I suppose, and then buy it now, since we're a long ways away from Slarder being relevant, but there's also no rush. If it was the difference between getting interest or not, then we would do it, but...
the best.
Alright, so this is one of the people we're competing with. They've already found hunters. They've already got their 2-star.
I'm ready.
Come on, at least get this kill. Oh, they're targeting the Lycan. That's the problem. You dislike it? I'm okay with it. I think that it's fine because it's... I think the MMR should be there for Lords, but for everybody else, I like that there's a consistent formula for climbing so that everybody kind of knows what they're getting into. So now it is Tusk that goes in. Actually, we want to change this. We want it like this. Because we still want this to be next to her if possible, but we also want this to not be on the front line so it steps up and then attacks so it doesn't take damage right away. Wow, double Queen of Pains, this is gonna hurt. This is actually a really good lineup this Dr. GLaDOS person has. The lack of Beastmasters in my lineup is actually still a real problem. I need to get it to at least 2 stars. Lycan would be a big boost to us for when we hit level 6, though, as far as units going in. Because I would complete 2 more alliances. Comes more about volume? Well, yeah, but every game on the planet is more about volume when it comes to the ladder. Like, even before, it was kind of more about volume, if I'm being honest.
Everyone's a target.
Your play is going to be more accurately reflected if you have a larger sample size. It's just the way things work. I mean, we should be fine enough against golems here, but our biggest issue again is just our lack of kills on our brawny units. I desperately need that Beastmaster to hit 2 stars. There's just so much competition for him. They're even playing Denial on the bench. I mean, this is okay. If we did this, we would also want to grab that Venomancer and go long term. Yeah, I guess we'll take that, and then we'll snag this here for a long term, maybe 4 Savage play. We really want this Lycan, though. Happy to see this. Go ahead and grab this. I think Slarder's definitely out of our equation now, though. So, Lycan. I mean, Summoning Stone, it was that or Chainmail, and Summoning Stone is entirely fine there anyway, just with Lycan eventually going in, so. 2 bored now and you haven't even played much. I think they're doing a good job of keeping things fresh just with the balance updates. Beastmaster still dying way too fast. Those 2 tinies did work against me. Oh, they were... I guess to be fair, they were level 6. I mean, I want this axe, but at what cost? Yeah, I shouldn't have taken the reroll. Should have been patient. Just got rid of the Juggernaut anyway. That was a misplay on my part. It's kind of a big misplay on my part. A lot of people with an early Doom, which is a bit problematic because Doom is really good. We're going to be playing one of those games where we're sub 50 health before the Wolves round.
I'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Yeah, I think we still hold tight.
I'm coming for you.
It's tempting, it's really tempting to go to 6 just to jam Lycan in because it's like a mini power spike for us, but I think that we still hold tight. We really want to try to maximize getting our tier 1 and tier 2 units, so we want that percentage to be high. I mean, honestly, at the rate things are going, I actually think I need to change these items up as well. think that this needs to go here, and this needs to go here, and this needs to even come back one more, so you're just that less in the fight. That's fine. So you'll be in after Lycan. Yeah, we have no idea how long the seasons will be or anything like that. Yeah, we're still gonna lose this, but hey, Pete. And oh, we're not quite sub 50 at Wolves, but I was pretty close with my prediction. So in this case, let's actually do something like this.
You made the right call. Honor is for stupid people who hate winning.
So that was okay. We still got our 4 interest. Got a 3-star drow. Got closer to Pudge and Axe. Totally didn't change my position for Wolves, but whoops. Should still be fine. So we're like, what, 2 rounds away before just naturally putting Lycan in. Because we'll go to 7 after this. We'll take 1 more L. Oh, interesting. Maelstrom or Blink Dagger? Maelstrom or Blink Dagger? I'm actually going to go with this, I think. It's probably incorrect, but it's what we're going to do. Alright, this is a big deal. But I think we're going to do it after combat starts, because on the off chance, on the miracle chance that we win a round, we want 5 interest instead. Blink was probably correct. I just don't have many good uses for it right now. It's like Axe or Pudge. I don't think either of those feel super great. Come on. Please kill that tiny. Nope. There we go. I just wanted to not take damage from as many units as possible. I also wanted that Beastmaster to get more kills. Alright, so what we need here is to at least 2-star this Beastmaster. Please and thank you. Like, that would be kind of you. I think Tusk is just at this point not on our 3-star plans. So we'll do this. Collect our 5 interest, but now at least for alliances we are in relatively good shape. Venomancer will be our next ad. Wow, that Phantom Assassin made my Drow Ranger look like nothing. Turns out, guys, Phantom Assassin is still a good unit. To be fair, though, they also have 7 units to my 6. And I still have a 1-star Beastmaster. With only 2 kills. That is not a great sign. Need 2 more axes, 2 more pudges, 3 more venomancers, at least 1 more beastmaster. We're gonna take some rolls, I think, once this starts here. So that'll put us at needing 1 more axe. Holy cow, we're gonna win one, gang. Gonna have to start being more aggressive with my rolls just because we're so low on health. So we're kind of in panic mode. We need to hit our 3 stars. So the sooner, the better. We'll take more aggressive rerolls again once combat starts. We just want to lock in our interest. We'll take probably like 2 more rounds of aggressive rerolls, because even after this one, then we go against NPCs, and then from there, we'll have to level up just to compete. We won't have a choice. We're just losing too much health. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to look at the Juggernauts and whatever, but if I'm being honest, like, Juggernaut's just not that great of a unit right now. And it wouldn't be entering my lineup until pretty late. Wow, we actually might win that one as well. So now we just need 1 more Venomancer. So maybe we'll catch a break here, right? We got the 3-star axe. Only 8 kills, but whatever. Beastmaster is getting a couple. So if we can find a Venomancer, a Beastmaster, and 2 Pudges, we'll be in a really good position. Again, we'll take our rerolls after combat starts here. We're gonna sidestep some of these though. Also, we're gonna change this to here. Let's do it like this. I like Juggernaut, he's just not in a great spot right now. Oh gosh. Wow, we pulled it off. Alright. Good stuff. Forgot to be re-rolling during that, but... here I like Skullbasher a lot. Yeah, I don't think I can fall for the tusks. Alright, so this will be... We have people already going to 8. Good lord.
This is who they brought to stop us.
Should have re-rolled before doing that, but it is what it is. I needed to be able to compete. I'm down here at 30 health, so... The only 1-star left that we, or what tier 1 we're trying to finish is Venomancer, and we're still at 30 there anyway, so I guess it's not too big of a deal. We just really, really, really need to find this to at least 2 stars. But Venomancer going to 3 would be very nice. Okay, we got that. So we need 2 Pudges and 1 Beastmaster. And probably look for a decent Savage unit to be the next one to go in, or... Actually, we're going to grab these Shadow Fiends once combat starts. Because another Warlock is fine. We're not running any other demons, so that'll be... a fine addition. I mean, it just writes itself at this point. Pudge and Beastmaster. Hey, we found the Beastmaster. We'll absolutely take that. All right. Now the question is, do we go to 8 yet? I think no. I think we wait like 2 more rounds. We'll go to 8 after the NPCs so that we can try to get some more rerolls in here, I think, to try to finish off Pudge. I think that's the real game plan here. I mean, I have to take them. At some point they might free up late, but... Well, that person was at 8, but we're going to take a lot of damage here, which is not great. Actually means I might not be able to wait. I don't think I'm going to take 22. We can wait 1 more round before we go to 8, but... Not super thrilled about this. Take our free reroll. Take the Pudge. I think I want to sell this because I want the 3 interest guaranteed. I know I'm kind of hosing myself, but I think this is fine. Wow, Pudge wrecked that Crystal Maiden. Okay. So we'll go into the NPC round, and then after that we'll go to 8. We'll throw in this Shadow Fiend. We'll start thinking about getting a 4th Savage to be the next inclusion after that. One Legged isn't going to hose me, but I just really wanted to catch interest that round, Zombie. Oh, I mean, I see what you mean now. Never mind. You were saying, like, selling 1 isn't going to hose me. Yeah, I think that's probably a safe assessment. This is a really close game for the record. I felt like I was in a nightmare position being at 22 health, but really when you look at this, first place has 42 and last place has 14, and there's a lot of stuff going on in between there, so this is close. Hi, Liony. So this is, I think we're in an okay spot, because we finally found some 3 stars. We finally got that Beastmaster to 2, which was honestly the biggest thing that was holding us back for a long time. This will help our sustain a lot. I'm also going to kind of preemptively make some changes to the items here, because I'm going to want this, I think, on Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend positioned here, I think. I think I still like Maelstrom there and Skullbasher there. I don't know, I could go either way with these two. I think this is probably correct. Just because with him being on the front line, I think he's more likely to get stuff that chains together. Oh, Refresher. Or Bracers. I think it's got to be Refresher. So in this case, I actually think this goes here. Getting those wards up faster makes an awful lot of sense. So I need to do this. I guess I grab this. Kunkka's pretty tempting. Maybe we'll buy that after combat starts. I don't know if we're ever going to level up to 9, but if we do, I would really like it, I think, to be a Savage that goes in. More than the Kunkka, though the stun from Kunkka is nice. So we'll grab both for now. This is going to be close because they're on that big power spike there with that 2-star Dragon Knight. Yeah, we're gonna take an L here. We need to not run into that person again. They hurt. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna chase the Shadow Fiend Dream at this point. We'll take our reroll. I mean, Necrophos is honestly not half bad, but Sand King is gonna be the next one that goes in, but we need to hit basically 40 gold for that to work. Oh, this person has a decent lineup too. I think the only thing helping us here is that we just have more 3 stars by a pretty large margin. But they're on that Primordial Mage's build, so if they hit their power spikes, they could be dangerous. Maybe we do jump to 9 now that we found Sand King. Because honestly, the only things we're rerolling for now is we would need 3 more Beastmasters, but we know those were contested. I mean, Pudge is one of the worst 3 stars, but a 3 star is a 3 star is a 3 star. And he's got 5,000 health, so he's just doing Pudge things. Yeah, so if I just hang tight after next round, I could jump to 9 just to throw Sand King in, which would at least give me the Savage. And it's like an all-in play, but it might keep me alive, which I think is the most important thing right now. I think this backs up and this backs up, so they're still next to Drow. But I don't want them that close. Honestly, Shadow King should probably be here just so it's more central for its ult, but it doesn't matter if the ult never goes off. Good lord. It's gonna be close. Get in there, Venomancer. Save me. You did not save me. 3, 5. I should still be alive, though. Which I think is all I could hope for.
I need to stop fighting like Wind Ranger.
So we absolutely do level just to try to stay alive. Take our free reroll before the level. So that gives me the 4 Savage. And yeah, I think at this point, let's kind of change this up a little bit. Well, this is going to be close. They got quite a few 3 stars with that Scrappy going, and honestly, 3-star Tinker is enough to just win on its own. Alright, we got the Tinker down. Yeah, orb placement does feel a little off. I just feel like getting the early, like, 2 wards is probably best. It was basically like that or Beastmaster. I mean, now I think we just hunt for the Beastmaster Dream, right? Since we only need 1 more. Kind of want to lock for that Sand King. But it doesn't actually get me to Sand King, so that could have been a mistake as well. If I can just hold out over these 2, I can secure a top 4, which is really all we're looking for here. Considering how long it took us to assemble the squad, I think a top 4 would still be respectful. Yeah, see, this is why I still feel like Refresher on Venomancer is probably correct. It just puts out a lot of damage. Maelstrom or Scythe. I think we take this. We jam it on Axe because of the taunt. We'll just put this here to make Pudge even more unkillable. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. We just gotta hold out. Alright, this is a 3-star Terrorblade person who's also hunting elusive. This could be rough. Alright. Survived there. If we can 3-star this Beastmaster, I actually think we've got a decent shot, even with a low kill count. I mean, I think our squad has potential. Like, we've got a decent number of 3-stars. We have the Summoning Stone with 2 quality summoners. Our alliances are solid. Like, if I 3-star this Beastmaster, then I think the orb probably goes on him just because the damage output goes up pretty significantly there. We're just not finding it, and I wouldn't expect to find it, but... We have literally 4 people at 4 health or less right now. And I know I'm going to run into this GLaDOS guy and lose. That is who you don't want to run into right now, is the GLaDOS. Oh, we didn't run into GLaDOS, but we ran into the person on a win streak. Oh, because they have the 3-star Beastmaster. This is the person we've been competing with. Yeah, I think we're still going to get eliminated because their squad is just better. It's going to be close. Holy shit, Venomancer got me there. Holy shit, this is huge. I don't want to run into GLaDOS. Please tell me they're eliminated and don't have Aegis. Yes! We jumped to top 3 and now there's so many Beastmasters back in the pool. Give it to me, baby. Let me 3-star this. Come on, so many went back into the pool. Disruptor's tempting, but... Alright, we just gotta hold out. GLaDOS actually took an L there. Man, I was so excited. I thought we were gonna turn a corner here and 3-star that. I mean, we still have hope, right? Like I said, other than not being able to 3-star our Beastmaster, I think this squad is reasonable in terms of alliances, build, etc. Alright, so we're up against GLaDOS now, who has been whipping her ass. This Venomancer, I honestly still feel like the Refresher Orb on this Venomancer has been doing work. Like look at this, right? This Venomancer, I honestly think is doing some work. It's just me and GLaDOS now. Yes! Just trying to get this Beastmaster to collapse around. Oh, they have Blink on the Disruptor. Interesting. Getting that Beastmaster to 3 is so huge. Even with not many kills, like, the damage output is such a big deal here. I think we actually might be able to pull this into a win, gang. Yeah, we just did. That was a big power spike. Wow. Good job, gang. Good job. Yeah, I really feel like in terms of alliances, right, in your general build, This is solid. Other ways that you could go, you could, for example, if you don't end up with like Summoning Stone or whatever, Sand King and Venomancer can also be Enchantress and Lone Druid. They're another solid way to get you to the 4 Savage while also helping out your stars. From the other side of things, right? If you don't have Shadow Fiend, Necrophos is a good stand-in, and also Necrophos can help you if you don't get Pudge going. It can help you if you have the Drow complete your Heartless. Things like that. Like there's some wiggle room in this like overall build, but I really feel like the like core of trying to just dip into these alliances like so, 3 warrior, 3 hunter, and then at least the tier 1 of these, right? Like I feel like there's a lot of meat there. You hope to get it rolling sooner than what I did, right? Like we took a lot of damage early because I couldn't find Beastmaster. But outside of that, I think this is solid.